part two of movies that I think this should be remade. I was on the Blade saga because there was three Blade movies, no, and I really think that they should uh, revive the franchise and bring Blade back to the forefront. I'm pretty sure that Wesley or Sticky Fingers would be gladly ready to take that role. No, not me because I'm not cutting my hair. Sorry. Now, if you guys want to go with American Eagle or something, yeah, I'll take it. I'll do that. I'm pretty sure I can pull off being a Native American. Hey, if Joan Chen can do it on deadly ground, what's gonna stop me? Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Shirts are done. So as we're talking about these movies and everything, and Blade was great. They had inventive weapons and everything, and Wrestler and all that. And they left off the Night Star because they left off Morbius, they left off the Black Cat. But now they can probably do all that because Disney has Marvel in their back pocket because because they own it now. So they can probably tighten up on a whole lot of Marvel movies for the Marvel movie universe. Now we're going to go with this. Probably going to piss off a lot of you people. So let me be forewarned to tell you that this other movie, that is a Marvel movie franchise, that they could redo, because they did it already, but they didn't give us enough to fall in love with it. And I didn't hate the movie. I hated maybe one element of the movie. And that movie is The Fantastic Four. Let me begin. Alright, one. I don't understand why Sue couldn't be black. No offense to the actress that was Sue Storm, and what reality do y'all live in? Y'all gonna let a black man adopt a white child from any goddamn country? Thank you, but that shit's not really gonna happen in real life. Everybody of color pretty much knows that, except for there has been one or two occasions. I'm not really sure if the girl was adopted or if she actually was, or if the kid's actual child. But if the kid's daughter looked like she was a white child, you know. Now I know they let white women adopt black kids. I don't think they let black people adopt white kids. Again, I'm just speculating. I could be wrong, but when I was growing up, it was pretty sure that black men could not adopt white girls, not like white little girls. That there is like the pipe dream from hell. And I'm not really upset that that happened, but I think that if you're gonna make a Fantastic Four movie, you need to keep some of the origin story correct. And Johnny and Sue should have both been the same color. Now I'm not calling racist on this. I'm just saying that Johnny and Sue should have been the same damn color. And you can take that any way you want. That's really my only complaint because the movie wasn't bad. The movie just took too long to get to the epitaph of what it should have been doing. The movie took way too long to get to the story. Wrong draws. To get to the plot line of how they got their powers, why they got their powers. It went way too far back. They changed Reed Richards' his they changed Reed Richards' job instead of what he was. He was still a scientist, but they made him a different kind of scientist. And I was like, no, that wasn't what Reed Richards did. But they changed it, not me. So if you're complaining about me complaining, if you go read the original Fantastic Four, Reed Richards was not what he was in that. And the fact that they also made the cast exceptionally younger than they probably should have been, which is a small issue. That's small potatoes, but they always do that. And, the guy that originally played him was working on a TV show that used to come on like right before or no, it actually came on after Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I forgot the name of it, but the guy, he would die and keep coming back. I forgot the name of the damn thing, but it was a good show. But at the same time, you gotta you have to remember that when you're watching these shows and movies and things, you have to kind of take the good with the bad. And the good news is that it was a great show. The bad news is that just like Star Trek Enterprise, it didn't have a long lasting lifespan, which like totally sucked. Yeah, I mean that like totally sucked, and that kind of hurt my feelings there because like you guys can do better than that, you know. But also like Enterprise, it kind of got copped out. But in the for real sense of every bit of the word, you know, Reed Richards and them should have been able to explore how Reed Richards and them got there just a little bit more or a little bit less. And they made it a big catching cat and mouse movie where they were all out to find Reed Richards and stuff. And I'm like, that's not my Fantastic Four. Now, I don't remember exactly how that worked out. And it's like in the comic book they were like always together kind of thing. And now that Chris Evans went from playing Johnny Storm to Captain America, which he has done an impeccable, valiant job of being Captain America. Even the guy who played Captain America in the '90s version has said that Chris Evans owns the part. Without question, without doubt, without remorse, that Chris Evans totally rocked as Captain America. So you kind of gotta, hey, that's a hell of a praise coming from the guy who played him in the '90s version. For those who haven't seen Captain America in the 1990 version, you should probably check it out. Granted, you're dealing with less tech, so you have to play the feel on that. But for what it's worth, for what it's worth, it was a pretty good cartoon. I mean, excuse me, it's a pretty good damn movie. Now, as far as that new Fantastic Four, Thing was awesome. Sue was awesome. She just wasn't black like she should have been because Johnny was black. And the Baxter Building. I don't recall how it is now in the comics, but I thought at one time Reed Richards actually bought the Baxter Building just so they could get that old landlord lady the heck out of their hair. And then the Richards Foundation. I remember that before the 2008 debacle, the Fantastic Four had got a new headquarters and everything. But also they were doing a lot of helping with S.H.I.E.L.D., so that kind of fed their fire. And now, that kind of went by way of the wasteland with the Scarlet Witch 2008 debacle of the 616. For those who don't know, the 616 is our universe. And I'm going to find my X-Men comics and read to find out what's going to happen to my favorite team of comic book superheroes because of X-Men versus Inhumans. So, in closing, if you guys don't like that review, I'm sorry, I kind of got distracted, but, those are three things. I will bring you 3 more movies eventually that I think should be remade, and you guys should probably check out the originals and then see if you guys agree with me or not. But those 3 movies on both parts of these videos is what I brought up. They were the Blade Saga, the Guyver Saga, and the newest Fantastic Four. After all, Spider-Man is getting a reboot called Homecoming, and I've seen the previews, and if you haven't seen the previews, you need to go to Marvel.com and type in Spider-Man Homecoming and watch those videos. And if not, you can find it on YouTube because they do advertise them. So, hey, looking like it's going to be good with him and Iron Man swinging and flying side by side. That shit was fucking awesome. I'm James Williams Jr. Just come for number 2. Be seeing